a nail into a little fine powder, what kind of a change is that? Physical. What happens to its mass?
It stays the same.
It stays the same. Okay. Now the next few are short answer questions. And 32 says, describe how you would separate a heterogeneous mixture. Okay? And this would be a two-phase mixture. And if I say two-phase, it means there's two distinguishable parts, like the powdered iron and or the powdered sulfur and the iron, or sawdust and marbles in water. Okay, something where we can see distinct phases. How would you separate them? So you get to pick your mixture. You're going to describe a mixture, and you're going to tell me how to separate it. So you go back to your list of how to separate things. Chromatography, filtration, flotation, crystallization. Alrighty, 34. Describe some physical and chemical changes that are involved in cooking. You're going to bake cupcakes for your BFF's birthday. Okay? What are some physical and some chemical changes involved in the whole cupcake baking process? From, wow, I have my ingredients out, to, hi BFF, here's these delicious cupcakes. The cupcake batter. So, do we just get a box of batter out, or what has to happen? Let's say we have the materials. So, but it's in a box, it's a powder, right? So we got to mix stuff together, right? Is that chemical or physical?
Physical.
Physical. We've got the batter mix, we've got the oil or eggs or whatever else has to go in the batter. Right? That's all physical. When does the chemical part happen in the process? When you're actually baking them. And bonds are being arranged, or rearranged, and things are broken and reformed. And the yummy smell of delicious cupcakes is happening in the kitchen. Okay? We have heated up the cupcakes, we take them out of the oven, they cool down. What kind of a change is that? Physical. The cooling of them is physical. I mean, they're cupcakes when they come right out of the oven, and they're cupcakes an hour later when they're cold, right?
Isn't it technically a cupcake even when it's a batter?
Yeah,
It's not like changing the material.
It's not changing. There's still egg particles and batter particles. That part's physical. The heating does change it. The heating does change that to a different structure.
So if it changes shape, it's chemical.
No, shape is physical. We could bake a cake or cupcakes. It's still cake, just the size and shape maybe. The baking part, the heating part, is the chemical. What about the frosting? Physical. What about the decorating? Physical. What about the eating? Chemical. Okay? So a lot of the changes involved in the process are physical. We have to change what the substance is when we're talking about chemical. Alrighty? And then 35, state and apply the law of conservation of matter. Okay? And law of conservation of mass. So you have to tell me what that is, and then I'm going to ask you about a system, and I'm going to tell you how much you put in, and I'm going to ask you about how much you're going to get out.
Wait, of batter or mass?
No, this is an actual chemistry-related, not food, everyday life stuff. This is the last one. Okay? So this will be applied specifically to a chemical compound that we're doing something to.
This is 35 or so?
35. Matter is not created or destroyed. It might be changed in form. And if we put in 25 grams of something before a reaction, how much are we going to get out? 25 grams after. As long as we haven't lost anything, we haven't spilled it, or no smoke escaped, or something like that. Okay, awesome. How do you think you're going to do on this?
Awesome.
Alrighty. Now, I want to talk to you about test correction since I have a second here. I have 2 sheets up on the window. You need to sign up for the A version or B version. If you're on this side of the table, your A version. If you're on that side, your B version. And remember, we're all going to be facing that way during the test. So A, B, A, B. We have to limit how many people show up because we only have 1 class set of tests. And there are 4 classes coming in. So my 3 and Mr. Tobel's class. So we have to trade off. That would be at 2:30 on Thursday or 2:30 on Friday. And then we run another set at 3:30 for the people that have to go to practice first and then come back later.
Wait.
Okay? So if you want to come in to do test corrections, since we're going to offer them on this test, you need to sign up. And we have to we can't have any more than 30 people at a time because that's all the tests we have. You can just sign up on the wall. You guys have first dibs at it, so it depends on how many you miss. If you only miss a few, it's not going to take you very long at all.